I know. And we're live, and Bobo is a feeling sad because I forgot to move his bone. Remember I took his bone away yesterday? It's still up here on the desk. And he feels sad. But he is such a nice person, you guys. He's such a good person. He listens to my stories. He cares about my life. He's so friendly. You're a friendly neighborhood pood. You've got nice little pood hairs, and you're a good person. He's a gent and a scholar as well. Poor Bo, Brian Lucas. Brian Lucas. No, Brian Lucas. We don't feel sorry for Bo. Bo is really living, he's living the high life, is what he's doing. What are you guys doing? I missed everybody. Boston, Sarah, Joe Virus. Joe Virus, I heard you had a good New Year's Eve, brother, in Dallas, living it up. I forgot to, Keela. Whoopsie. Keela, thanks for reminding me. I'm gonna get in trouble. Where is my mod feed? Does anybody, hey, what are you doing? You just stole a napkin. Let's see. Sorry. Keela, I'm deeply apologize, as you well know. Happens every time. What are we up to? How is our life? Angie Mo, I know he's not doing it right. Angie Mo, he's not living his life to the fullest. He's not making the right choices, I would say. Okay, Sweet Tea, yes, I will check for your email. Don't worry, I will find you. Rain Virus, thank you. You know, I have a thing with stripes, and you know, Rain Virus, you know me. I also love. It was my 6th sold out night in Dallas since October. Happy New Year, Joe. That's awesome. Rain Virus. Okay, so I love a stripe. I love a striped top, but I'll tell you what else I love, girl. And you know, I know you're here for it. I'm here for it. Hi, Liz Tricks. Armine's here. I love a puff sleeve. I love anything feminine. I love girly, like frilly sleeves. I just love it. Hi, Diana H. Aaron is live too. Well, that's just the way the world turns, isn't it? That's only the Lord would know that too. That's and I think that's what he would want as well. Yeah, I love a puff sleeve. Why can't we find more? I feel like puff sleeves came and kind of went away. You don't find a puff sleeve as much. Why not? I love puff sleeves. They're just, I mean, with the little what have yous. Yeah, it's 80s, a dramatic sleeve, Rain Virus. It's 80s, and I love it. Last night, Brian Lucas. Last night, I went to a live theater. Hey, Brisbee Tales. Shelly's here. Mousie's here. Good Wendy. I know I can't get enough puff sleeves. Anything girly, I'm totally all about it. Last night, thank you, Miss Happen. We went to live theater, and it was so much. Really, Susan, my first live. You're absolutely awesome, Reese. I'm 72, old enough to be your mom. I was raised 3 beautiful daughters and would consider you number 4. Oh my God, Susan, you're beautiful. I would never guess your age, and you can happily be my adopted mother. That is so nice. Thank you for being here. I'm so happy that you made it to a live. Lisa Trimble super stickered me. I'm not surprised. Lisa is a little angel like that. Oh, I'm glad, Abigail. Let's definitely keep it that way, babe. Hey, Hef. I have more of a steampunk emo vibe with my clothes. Well, you're adorable. I've seen you. The theater was really fun. I told you guys I was tired. It's a 5-hour deal. It's a long thing to do. We have season tickets to it. So it's a live theater and dinner. Now, it was fun. You get dressed up. I like going. I think it's like every 2 months we go to a show. Jeff is more into that kind of stuff than I am, but I enjoy it. And any reason to kind of get dressed up and go out is good with me. I just enjoy it. But here's the deal. And the food is so good. It's so good. I did get some food, Shelly. Before I left, I ate 2 cubes of cheese. But then when we got there, I just didn't want to eat that much because they give you so much food. And on my new medication that I'm on, I can't eat a lot. As hungry as I feel. Yeah, me too, Lori. It is fun. It is a lot of fun. And I like to support that. Tommy's channel. Yeah, Tommy's going to pop over and say hi to us. You knew it. You knew it well. Yeah. It's the food is so good. It's so much fun. Jeff's table that he bought our season tickets with is the very front row table. Like I can touch the stage where we sit. It's almost too close. It's really a lot. Miss Happen, thank you for your super sticker, my love. That is so nice of you. Thank you. So we're right up in the front, like so much that when the show comes on, I'm like this. I mean, the actors are right in front of me. It's freezing cold because when they lift the curtain, the air conditioning flies over you. I don't want to complain. It's just a lot. Well, here's the deal. I don't have a gallbladder, so I have to be careful about what I eat. And I don't like to poop in public. I have a very shy colon. So all the food last night was like heavy cream based. It's 5 hours, Brisbee Tales. The show isn't 5 hours. It starts. So Jeff likes to get there at like 5:30. We don't leave till 10:30. The damn show doesn't start till like 7:30, 8 o'clock. But you eat dinner before and you have coffee and then they bring dessert at intermission and Jeff just likes to drag it out. I do not. It's a lot. It's kind of a lot of anxiety for me, but it's a night out on the town. It's fine. It's fun. And the show was great. It was really good. But so the food last night was like super heavy cream based and anything like that, like Alfredo. Where have you been? Do you know I almost sent out a damn search party? I have been asking in all of my lives, where is Denver Steve-O and where the hell is John Shostowski? Don't think I don't notice. Don't think I don't notice when you guys aren't here. That's insane. Where have you been? Other than I'm only giving you a pass because it's been the holidays, Steve-O. Otherwise, I was kind of panicking. I went to lunch with Jeff today. I ordered my food and I was like, do you know I haven't seen Denver Steve-O in a long time? And he was like, who? And I was like, I'm serious. I haven't seen Denver Steve. I was worried about you. What the? Lisa, girl, you mentioned messages again the other day. So here you go again. Oh, massage. Get the massage. That is so crazy. I was just talking to Tommy about this. Okay, I will do it. Lisa, that's huge. Thank you so much. That's insane, Lisa. You're amazing. Wait till we talk to Tommy about this. He's going to love you for that. Susan, and I wanted a son so badly, but God has a wicked sense of humor and gave me 10 grandsons. Oh my God. That's even better though, isn't it? Grandkids, I've heard, are where it's at. That's amazing, babe. My boyfriend's here. Let's all say hello to my boyfriend and then I'll finish the story. There's my boyfriend. Hello.
Hey, what's happening? How are you?
You know what's crazy? Lisa Trimble, our girl Lisa. Oh, should I put my headphones in? Probably. Hold on.
If you want to hear me.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of a difference this makes. Hold on.
Not hearing me is not that big a deal, then maybe.
Oh, it worked. Okay.
All right.
Lisa, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. Lisa Trimble just super chatted me $100 and said, Reese, she said, go get a massage. And I said, that's weird because my boyfriend got a massage today. Faye, celebration time, loving life. Love you, Reese. Thank you, Faye. Love you back, babe. I'm feeling the love. Thank you. Guys, Tommy, I don't know if there's almost 400 of us here. I don't know if you were all just over on Tommy's channel, but he injured himself yesterday. I was panicking about it. Denver Steve-O, did you answer me, by the way? Where the hell have you been? I'm serious. I was panicking. Anyway, back to Tommy. He hurt himself because he's old. He's kind of a grandpa.
Yes.
And I was kind of worried. I was concerned. He couldn't really move. So I got him to go to the chiropractor and he got a massage today, Lisa. And that's how that all ties in together.
It was a stellar massage. The way that these guys did it, if they get you really, I was like a bowl of Jello by the time the massage happened. Like I was already so relaxed, it was ridiculous. And then they just started, doing their thing.
Keep going. You're doing your thing. Somebody said what bracelets, Caitlin. I had these made at a place in California, and I just had the words "good luck" and "Godspeed" put on that one. But then I also had one with Fred's name, and I had that one that said "Let them." Hold on, I need to know. Okay, you're gonna need to find. Go on. Recovering from New Year's Eve Mexican food. Okay. I heard you needed validation yesterday. Consider yourself validated. Steve-O, I'm just glad you're okay, brother. But trust me, I understand recovering from Mexican food. That's what I was just talking about, Tommy.
I don't recovering from Mexican food?
No,
you were just talking about?
Almost, if you'll let me finish.
Okay.
I don't have a gallbladder. So sometimes it depends. Like sometimes if I eat something, there's a strong chance I might shit my pants. And
Okay.
I don't like to poop in public. Like I have a shy colon. I don't like pooping in public. I don't know that you have that issue because usually men don't. Men will just go blow it up anywhere.
Right. Well, I
But
had a real struggle with that for a really long time. Like seriously, growing up, I went to the bathroom when I got home. Like high
oh
school,
yeah,
I was that
well,
kid from the
I'll hold
movie.
it for hours. I will
Yeah,
hold
no,
it.
I just held it until I got home. But then you go to then you become incarcerated, and you find out very
Oh
quickly that
yeah.
you're gonna need to learn a very different life. So by the
I
time I
forgot
left
about that
there,
little time in the pen.
yeah, I could drop a deuce on the 50-yard line at Yankee Stadium. It wouldn't bother me. Like the entire place out there, just having my newspaper in front of me. Tommy, how you doing? Good. How you guys been? Good. You know, checking it out. Wouldn't have been a problem at all. It's for real. I'm not joking. Like I would not have any problem at all. I could do it on the 50-yard line during the Super Bowl with my mom in the crowd. Wouldn't bother me. You just get really used to it really quickly. They changed all the laws, Reese, but you want to talk about uncomfortable, right? When I first got there, the laws have been changed and they fixed all this. But when I first got there, you walked into the bathroom and there were 8 toilets. There was not a wall between any of them. Right? There was just the commode. I walked in the first time. I looked at it and thought, well, 3.5 years without crapping is going to be difficult, but I'm going to pull it off. Like I saw this bathroom and I thought, oh, no more pooping. You know, that's the end of
Hold
that.
on. Hold
I'm
up.
serious.
Hold up. Hold on. Wait a minute. I actually never thought to ask you this, and I'm kind of upset with myself right now that it didn't come up before. Are you telling me, are you saying, hold on, wait, do you poop in jail? Do you poop in the open?
Well, depending on where you live.
Hi,
So the
Blakey.
first place that I was at was a dorm style. So there was each dorm of 16 men have their own bathroom. The own bathroom has 5 or 6 commodes, toilets, 2 showers. No way to have any kind of privacy with any of it. The showers were just open in the corners, and the commodes had nothing in between them. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on. So you're pooping like where other people can see you pooping?
Correct. Yeah.
I would rather stick my finger into an electric pencil sharpener. That's never going to happen. If
Well,
I
you know
ever
what?
had to go
It
to
would
jail,
happen. It would happen.
wait, wait. Do the women have to do that? That's
I
just a
can't
man
attest
thing,
to what
right?
the I can't attest. Well, no, here's the thing. They changed the laws, right? They passed something called PREA, which was the Prison Rape Elimination Act, right? That word that we can't say.
Yes.
Okay. So that they changed all the laws. So now the showers had to have a sheet covering it, like like a shower curtain, and
Oh,
they had to put stuff in between the toilets. They changed all the laws, but it used to be. I'm not kidding, Reese. Like you used to come in and there was 25 of us, and they put you in the middle of a day room, and there's about 160 cells around the outside of it, right? And they go strip out, and you're standing in the middle of the room with 160 cells with 2 guys in each one of them staring down at you, and you're just like, all right, here we go. And you don't have an option. So if you're somebody that is really shy, then you get over it really quickly because there's just not much of a chance of anything else. It's a terrible thing.
see, interestingly enough, this question, Sarah Robin, I'll change a tampon like Tommy. I'll go out in front of the Super Bowl and change my tampon. I don't care about that at all. I have no issue at all. Although I don't use a tampon much anymore. I use a cup because I think it's just the smartest invention ever because I bleed heavy. Sorry, guys, if that is triggering. Tommy, I don't know how you feel about that conversation. I
I
don't
was
have
just
a
excited as
problem.
hell. I was just before I came on, I called a friend and said, I'm really hoping we're going to get into flow today. If there's any chance.
Yeah. Shark Week. Yeah, Sarah, I love the cup. I have no problem taking my cup out and dumping it. That's not a problem. Pooping is totally a different thing. Like pooping is a private situation. My house has 4 bathrooms and I will go to the one that's furthest away, even in my home. I do not. Yeah. Team Cup, Mountain Princess. it's weird. I don't have an issue with bleeding. I just have an issue with pooping. And as we all know,
Well, you know what?
ladies, sometimes they go hand in hand. Lucky us. When our cycle's happening, sometimes your colon wants to join in too and go, I'm here for the party as well.
I figured out really early in the game that whenever I got to one of those places and I looked at the bathroom and there was 5 commodes in a line or whatever, if I found somebody there that I didn't like much and I punched him in the head, they were going to put me in a cell that had its own toilet and its own shower, and they were going to lock me in there. So it doesn't make a lot of sense, right? You get into a fist fight and you get a way better deal out of it. Like the first time I realized that, I was like, okay. You know, they tell you that, the cops tell you that, and you're like, is there anyone here you don't like? Because I could just go tune one of them up for you real quick. I'm
That's
not pooping
insane.
there.
Brian Lucas.
That's literally how it went down. Yeah. I could not poop at my ex-girlfriend's house. You know what? That is a good sign that it is not meant to last. To be sure, that's a good sign. I could have done without.
Rachel, that's no joke, girl. I don't know. Some of you don't have horrible periods like I do. Some of you lucky ladies have like a 24-hour little thing where you didn't even know it happened. You sneezed and it was over.
Yeah, I've been blessed.
Yeah. Yeah. Nope, not me. I have volcanoes. So that's unfortunate, but I will not poop in public. It's a problem, Tommy. And I've really tried to work on it too. Like sometimes.
So wait a second. You tried to work on it?
I tried to get brave.
You train? Honey, I'm running down to the library to see if I can drop a deuce. I should be back by about 4. After that, I'm hitting Starbucks. I'm doing a deuce run.
No.
You like dogs go around the neighborhood and lift their leg? Reese is just dropping a little cupcake off at every restaurant.
A Hershey kiss. Hershey's kiss.
That's right.
Hold on. I go to I'm working on it with places where I know I can poop. Like Whole Foods. Whole Foods has a pull bathroom where you can go in and shut the door and you're by yourself. But I have this trick because my biggest fear, it's a male-female bathroom. My biggest fear in life is I'm going to poop in a public bathroom and some really hot man is going to be standing there waiting
for you to come out and go like this.
So I have Jeff every time.
Nice meeting you. Oh, excuse me. Is that where the concern lies?
So hold on. I'm afraid that it's going to be like some future man I want to marry. And I'm like, oh my God, I just totally ruined this. Hold on. So I have Jeff stand there and pretend to be a stranger every time. I'm like, you know what to do? Like, we are a team about it. I'm like, okay, you stand in line at this door. So if I poop at Whole Foods, I'm like, I got to poop, go stand at the door. If you see a hot guy, just say, oh, I'm in line first, buddy. And that's what we do. And
so what you're saying is Jerome's not a hot guy then. He doesn't make the call yet. You got to get someone else. He's a placeholder like they do in they pay people for that at the Academy Awards. I'm a placeholder to keep the seat warm.
Yeah. What if you met your future person and you came out and it was like a movie scene, but you just blew it up in there from Taco Bell? That doesn't work. He won't be interested in you. I'm telling you.
No. Yeah. That's when you open the door and you look out and you have to just be really quick on your feet. When you walk out, you look at the bottom of your shoe and then you start wiping your foot on the ground like you stepped in dog crap outside. You know what I mean? And you just go, oh, this is awful. You gotta something I could scrape the bottom of my shoe with.
Well, I have said, like, it's happened to me one time. This happened to me. My sister actually texted me once and she was like, oh my God.
I'm sorry, wait. So this phobia has actually come true before? You had somebody walk in after you stunk the place out?
Yeah. And I was like, that wasn't me. Like, I'm just letting you know it's bad in there. And I act disgusted. Like, I don't have a smile on my face. I'm like pissy. I'm like, that's disgusting. Like, they need to clean that up.
You should be ashamed of yourself. All right.
Okay, that was years ago. I was in my 20s.
I got a story you're going to love. So when I worked as a public speaker, there's a tremendous amount of hazing that goes on between the speakers, right? And usually it's embarrassing someone in front of a large room of people because that's really the only thing you can do for fun if you're a public speaker. So all of us wear a lapel mic, right? But they're all on the same we're all on the same network. So if two speakers have it on at the same time and both of you talk, you know, you both go through the speakers. So I'm at the back of the room with the guy that owns the entire company. And my best friend, who is a Canadian, is on stage speaking. And I had the microphone, right? And I'm like, I go, don't, and it makes the loud thumping noise. And that's how you test, right? So I turned it off and I looked at the guy that I worked for and I said, I have to pass gas. And he's like, well, knock yourself out. I go, no, I was just thinking I could probably do it on the recorder. And he goes, oh God, yeah, do it. I go, this is going to cost him money. Like, you know, this is coming out of your pocket. He goes, yeah, do it. Right. So make a long story short, right? So you hear, he's just on stage and he's doing his thing. Right. And the best part about this is, you know, it's a tax rate. You just get this like really distinct, really loud passing of gas. It's unmistakable what you've heard. Right. And he goes like this.
Oh.
Right. You see him instantly like stop, which is the worst because now he looks like he's the cat that did it. Right. But he goes, and then he goes, that wasn't me. Right. And the whole place just starts laughing. And he goes, no, it's not me. It's them. And he points. Right. Well, we're behind the table in the back of the room where you buy everything and they hang those sheets down in the front so you can't see underneath it. Right. So when we see the hand going like this, we go and everybody drops. Right. So there's nobody back there when everybody turns around and he's on stage going, oh, you can't see him, but they're back there.
My God.
No, they're back there, but you can't see him. And it's just getting worse. So finally he starts to speak again. And I was just dying. I was on the ground laughing, but yeah. But I've never actually like walked in, you know, or had someone walk in on something I blew up.
I was just going to say, so you haven't experienced that?
No, I don't think. Oddly enough.
Okay.
I don't.
So, well, that's fair. I don't always. And another weird thing, I don't know if it's because let's just not get into that, but I do, here's what I'm saying. I do have a little trick. If I do have to poop in public for whatever reason, it's such a weird thing I do. I feel better if I pretend I'm on the phone. I also do this on my twice a year run to Taco Bell. If I order too much food, I pretend that I'm ordering for somebody else. And I'll be like, oh yeah? Oh, can we get extra hot sauce and a bean burrito? Yeah. Cause then I'm like, okay, that makes me feel better that I'm not alone. So sometimes I do that when I'm pooping. I did that in a restaurant recently and I was like, okay, yeah. And I walked out and I felt less alone that I just blew it up in there. And I got to say, it worked. Really? It worked for me.
So that helps. See, I do that too, but I only do it if I'm in a bathroom where there's multiple stalls. That's when I usually do the talking on the phone thing. I don't do that if I'm alone in it, but if there's a bunch of people in there, I'm usually good for, you know, dropping the corn.
Yeah.
I don't remember eating corn, you know, like that kind of thing.
I won't poop in a bathroom with multiple stalls. I can't do it. I won't do it. That's what I'm saying. It's a big fear for me. Yeah. So it's a fear that some hot man is going to be standing there waiting. And I'm going to be like, don't look at me. You know, maybe I should carry like a mask with me.
Awful.
I should carry a COVID mask and like cover my face so that at least no one knows what I look like when I come out. Yeah. Anyway, so that was the point of this before Tommy came on, guys. The show was great last night, but like at pretty much right after I didn't eat a lot of the food because I could tell right away. And I was hungry, but I started eating it and I was like, it's too heavy. It's too rich. And then I had coffee and I don't usually drink coffee at night. And I was like, the show was about over and I felt really bad because you can't get up during the show because we're right in the front row too, guys. Like I can touch the stage. So the actors were right there and Jeff was sitting there and they were like clapping and it was over. And I grabbed him and I pulled him in and I said, I'm going to shit myself. I was like, so you need to get my coat. I was like, but the second people stand up with the clapping, I was like, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I said, you need to bring my coat and purse. Okay. And he was like, okay. I said, I'm going to shit in these plaid pants. And that's not the best because these are Ralph Lauren. So I did it, but I was the first person to the bathroom.
Look at Brianna Miller. Not goodbye. See you later, Corn. I'm telling you, when I'm in a stall, I always say that really loud just to see if I can get a laugh out of the people next to me. Corn? I don't remember eating corn.
And my mom always told me it's really bad to hold it too. Like she was like, just poop. Everybody poops. It's not good for you to hold it. But I can't do it. And I still to this day, I can't even poop in front of Jeff. Like I won't poop around him. I don't like pooping.
So if you're going to drop a deuce in your home, the door needs to be shut the whole nine.
No, I don't shut the door. I leave the door open. I leave the door open when I go to work. Like I pee with doors open all the time. I left therapy this morning. I went into a whole stall thing and I just pissed with the door open. I don't care about that. I have 4 bathrooms in this house. This is a pretty spaced out house. I just say I have to poop and I'll go disappear into the furthest away bathroom. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? Pooping's it's a private. But you know what's weird? When I was married to Fred, I don't know if it's because he was so old and he couldn't hear or smell. I'd blow it up around him. I had no problem doing that. But I think it's because he couldn't hear anything. And you had to talk really loud around Fred. And I don't know that you have a sense of smell when you're that old. So I would poop around him. I pooped around my first husband too. But for whatever reason now, I'm not comfortable doing it. I feel like men kind of
so
judge.
it has nothing to do with your flatulence then. Seriously, I don't think it has anything to do with that.
With my what?
If you've never with the smells that you're concerned about, I think it has more. No, I think it's got more to do with Jesse, because it shouldn't be one of those situations where if it was everybody, like, but you obviously were comfortable, copping a squat in front of your first husband. So it's a Jesse thing. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
Do you poop around family members?
Again, I really do not have an issue at all with this. Like prison broke me of that. Like you cannot imagine,
I never thought of that. Huh. Isn't it weird that it's not one, it's like one, but not the other? Like I would pee in front of you. I would take a tampon out in front of you. I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me at all. But
just for the record, that's like a 4th date kind of thing. Like I don't expect to see that in the first 3 dates. You might scare a guy away. I'm just saying, hey, how'd you like the movie? Throw it out the car window. It's probably not getting a second call. I'm just saying, maybe park that one until the 4th date. Hey, lean your head back, hon. I'm throwing this out the window.
I'll keep that in mind. That's littering. Yes. I'm not going to throw a tampon out the window.
Good. That's the spirit.
That's okay. So definitely like a 4th date. So should I not even talk about it then? Don't even talk about it.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, it's probably a little late for that now since we're, I've been on your show. There's nothing that we, what's no longer on the.
Do you know that everybody saw me in my underwear yesterday? Denver Stevo, that's why I was wondering where you were too. You missed a picture of me in my undies. Guys, by the way, my therapist was really proud of that. He was like, hey, that's good.
Yeah, I got a text from somebody yesterday that said, hey man, you missed it after you left. Reese put up a picture of her in her undies. You know what I mean? Like
it was pretty terrifying. It was really,
Joe Virus. Back a text that said, I took that picture, you dolt.
It was it was a pretty terrible picture, but I don't care. I feel fine about it. I
thought that the picture was fine. Maybe, I don't want to put you on blast, but
I Windexed the mirror.
The mirror needed a little cleaning, but other than that, I thought you were fine. I said this
on a live the other day. My house used to be spotless, and since I started doing YouTube, I don't clean as much. You know what that probably means? I need to hire some help because I really don't like dirty. I really don't like it. Do you pee on the floor, by the way?
Do I pee on the floor?
Yeah.
No, I don't pee on the floor.
I was talking to
Sterling.
Why
would I pee on the floor?
Well, I was peeing the other day on the toilet with Sterling on the phone with me, and I had just bleached the floor. I don't know if I thought this was a man thing. Jeff pees on the floor all the time. It's so gross. And I asked Sterling, I said, damn it. I stood up and I said, I just bleached this. And he said, no, I don't pee on the floor. And I said, well, he even sits down when he pees. He's going to kill me, by the way, for this. But what's going on? Why are we peeing on the floor? That's another reason I don't use the bathroom in our bedroom, because there's always piss everywhere. And I'm like, why is this a thing?
Well, so here's the
Can
deal.
you break that down? Did you do that in prison?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So here's the deal. If you happen to catch a cellmate who happens to be from a particular gang, and this is a very prominent gang inside the system, so there's a good chance at some point you're going to live with one. They have rules concerning how you pee. It is a gang thing with their gang, and it requires that you actually put one knee on the ground, and you lift up. If there was a toilet seat, you more often than not, there's not one. They don't have toilet seats in prison. You just use a. But anyway, so you kneel basically, and because they don't want the splatter of the stream causing stuff to spray and go onto the floor, and it's a big thing in there. Guys get really salty about overspray because you live in a 45 square foot room. You know what I mean? You start peeing on the floor in there, it gets real disgusting real quick. So you have to be very good about not spraying inside.
We have a bidet. Love, Maddie. We have a bidet. Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
A bidet?
A bidet?
That's like the that water fountain thing. Okay. Yes, I love those. I'm a fan.
Oh, it's quite nice when you're having.
Of all the topics, these were not on my bingo card this evening. Says VTK.
Oh, really? Did you want to scoot out? You can skedaddle if you want. That's okay. We can handle it. Does that make you uncomfortable?
Me? Nothing makes me uncomfortable. I was reading.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I thought you were saying that. I thought that was coming from you. You know, speaking of comments, Tommy, I just want to read this aloud because I really liked it. Sorry, but a girl commented on the live after last night. And I just want to say this because it really helped my self-esteem for about 4.5 minutes. I don't know how this is going to sound, but I was an exotic dancer for a decade, and I'm somewhat of an expert on certain things. Anyway, let me tell you that men like a chunky blonde. Men from all backgrounds, they love them. Curvy, heavyset, chubby blonde chicks make a hell of a lot of money in the adult entertainment industry. FYI, you need to be confident. Own it. It's okay to flaunt what you got. Is this true? Is there something I didn't know?
This is true. So when I lived in Nevada for a period of time, I used to drive stuff out to the brothels, illegal stuff. I would drive out to the brothels. I would make drop-offs of dope for the girls that were working out there, right? They live on site. Yeah, they live on site. I was doing favors for an Italian dude. I would just bring out their stuff to him and just drop the stuff off and leave. But for a long time, I used to go out there back when the dentist, the guy that owned him, was still alive. He recently passed away. But when he was alive, and the girl that is like the most famous of all time is a very buxom blonde woman that's got to be 60 now, 65, somewhere in there, but makes a fortune in the industry.
Really?
Andrew Boudreau says you'd be in my upper tier, with all due respect.
I'd love to hear that, by the way. I had no idea about this. How do you feel about
her? Her name is Air Force Annie. She's super, super famous. And they did, if you know anything about any of those things, you'll know her name. Her name is Air Force Annie. But she's buxom. She's Rubenesque. Voluptuous.
Oh. How do you feel about that?
Would you voluptuous chicks?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a big dude. So I am I've always been very very open and vocal about this. I'm skinny. I'm 210 pounds. That's a big dude. I'm not skinny.
Okay, well, which is it? Because last week you said you weighed 225. Now we're starting to get closer in size here. What's going on? I'm about 180 something.
I was 235 before I had my heart mishap. I got down to 200 flat and then put weight on over the holidays. And currently I am at the 210 foot mark. Air Force Amy is your age, says Shell. Yes, I have met Amy before, and not like that.
Amy?
Air Force Amy.
I thought you said it was Air Force Annie.
Amy.
Oh, now it's
I
Amy.
think it is. No, it is Annie. It is Annie. I don't know where you shake it. Whatever. The
Okay.
hottest blondes have great curves.
Frisbee Tales. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, I like to hear it,
I'm a
guys. I
fan.
like to hear it. Really?
Yeah. Here's the problem. Truthfully, if you're intimate with somebody, in theory, it's more of a sport kind of a thing, right? Yeah, pile of coat hangers, deer antlers, right? Like
Oh,
laying down on a on a bag of deer antlers. I mean, it's not particularly pleasant, and I tend to like people that I don't think I'm going to hurt. I believe Marilyn Monroe was a size 14 and she was hot. Marilyn wasn't hot. Marilyn was perfect.
yeah. She was.
Marilyn
She sure
was.
was
I
unbelievable.
mean, absolutely perfect, especially the very first spread, the very first squirrel, relax. My cat wants to start being all, she heard a noise outside and she thinks people are coming in to get her because she's a paranoid kitty.
Is she really? That's kind of sad.
You know what? She does really well. She doesn't like people she's never met. You know what I mean? Like she adjusts really quickly, but when new people show up, she usually does the poof, I'm out of here.
Oh, she does? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My cat's not like that. I don't know
Now,
what my cat is.
now here's what my experience has been. I prefer women with a little bit of meat on the bone. However, I don't care what anybody looks like. What I tend to gravitate to more than anything is confidence. I mean that to me that is really sexy, and I think the ability for people to communicate is probably the ultimate aphrodisiac for me. I am
Yeah.
not. I'm not a normal cat. I communicate differently than most guys, I think, and for that reason, I am. Did somebody just say hi, Cedar? Would that be my
Yes.
kid?
No, it's Cedar Duvall.
Oh, okay, sorry. I have a kid named
See?
Cedar. She follows me occasionally too. Hello, Cedar Duvall. Good to see you.
Cedar Duvall's
What
our
is it?
friend.
Oh, wow. How about that? Cedar Duvall is our friend. Excellent. Was there any of the other? Forget it. Sorry, Sweetie Todd. That was Johnny Scoville in the house. Johnny Scoville just showed up.
Well, tell him hello
he's,
for us.
What? Tell him, no, I'm not doing that. I'm telling him, get away, screwing up my concentration. And I don't concentrate well anyway. But
Mhm.
my thing is this. I really honestly don't care as long as the person is confident, but as long as the person is healthy. I don't want a person to go so thin that they're unhealthy, and I don't want someone to go so big that they're unhealthy. I just want someone that's happy and healthy. For real.
That's such a good answer.
It's the truth. It's the
Yeah.
truth. But if my mate's weight was threatening their health, I would be all over them to try to get them to cut down. When it becomes a health issue, I think that's kind of a big deal. But up until then, whatever makes you happy. I really honestly don't care.
Sure. Let me ask you this, because Blake asked me this yesterday, and I thought it was a really good question. What are features? Well, he asked, what did you ask me, Blake? Okay, he's jumping off now. He asked me what features do I like in a person, and I started talking about non-physical.
Sorry.
I started talking about non-physical things, but he said physical things. And I think I said my answers were definitely height. I like height. Eyes. Oh, and I even said, oh, what was that? How did that just?
You said eyes and the balloons started flying. Oh, the peace sign does the balloons.
Why would a peace sign do balloons?
You are a pimp. I don't know, but that's so cool. I don't get any cool crap. Look, I get nothing. Nothing.
You like this one, don't you?
Yeah, but I could smack you with that.
I actually brought you up in my what Blake asked me. Oh yeah, most eye-catching feature. Your hands. Yep. Is that what you're doing? I said I like masculinity. Like I like a guy that's bigger, that like I said like Tommy's hands, big hands, like things that are not feminine.
You want a guy.
What? Hold on.
Why is it the balloons the first time and confetti the second? What do you know?
Because two peace signs
two
is
does
confetti. I kind of like the confetti. Okay, and
The
then
confetti's hot.
one. What else can we do? Oh yeah,
That's really an interesting. Oh, that one I like a lot. That's my favorite. You
me
guys,
too.
I actually pulled one of those off yesterday. It required the use of and
I
help of
tried
another,
this
but
one. Double.
wow.
That is so cool. Wait, do a thumbs down for rain?
How does that work?
That's not it.
No, that all that does is put the thumbs down. But you see, look, my kitty. See what I do? Though the weather outside is
That
fun,
is
fun.
so cool.
You
Okay,
had
what
it.
were you
You could
saying?
make it rain.
Oh, I
Let it
said
snow, let it
bigger
snow.
bigger
Uh-huh.
hands, like larger masculine. Yeah, look at his hands.
They're big.
Wow, they are big. What are your thoughts? What do you like? Since we're talking about all kinds of things here today.
Well, primarily, the one that is probably, if you asked other people and you were like, you know, what's Tommy's type? Like if there was a type, everyone would say blonde. That would be the first thing that they would say. Everybody that I've ever been married to, anybody that I ever dated or spent a lot of time with, was blonde. It's always been blondes. So that's a big one. But again, I swear to God, it really has a lot to do more with the ability to communicate with people than anything else. That's such a
Well,
huge thing for me.
I said that too. Those were my answers. I said my top thing for me is I have to be able to laugh because people don't really make me laugh very much. I make others laugh. But a sense of humor, that's I think what got
That's a
us
big
through.
one.
My first marriage, we had sex I think 5 times in 10 years. But he made me laugh all the time. I think that's what kept us together. Why are we so distracted?
I was shutting the door so I wouldn't be distracted. That's what I was
Oh,
doing.
and
I have guests in my home, and I just didn't want to watch what was going on. I wanted to. All right, that's it. She's looking at me all messed up. Like this
okay.
is you keep this around. If you're doing a live with
You didn't
Reese, this
even
is the
invite
big
me.
guns. If I'm in trouble, no. I saw you starting to give me that look like I was ignoring you, and that I was going to get yelled at for it. So I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to bust out the big guns and go to the.
I'm glad we did that because I'm freezing.
That's right.
All
I was
right.
showing you my manly pectorals.
Polar porn, guys. Polar porn. For those of you that missed it on New Year's Eve, Tommy and I are going to go out and get a steak some night in this. And
Yes.
People will stare, and I'm going to let them. I hope they take pictures too. I hope we look like big time celebs.
Oh yeah.
Don't you?
No, we do. We're gonna look like yeah, we're pimping.
Yeah.
You know?
It really turns me on. I'm
You're gonna
serious.
look like you're my bottom girl.
What does that
You know?
mean? What is that? Where do you get those?
That's the girl in your pimping stable that you're actually, that's your girl. That's the one you care about. That's the one you're.
Your Gumar?
It's not the. Okay. I don't know what that is, but I can go with that.
How do you not know what that is? That I learned that in The Sopranos. That was Tony Soprano's side chick was his Gumar. They all had Gumars. How do you not know this? It's a Jersey thing.
I think you're probably pronouncing that wrong, but that's okay.
I am not. No way. I've seen The Sopranos through and through 100 times. No way.
Gumar. That's the word you're saying to me.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
I don't.
No, I'm familiar with the. I'm familiar with the word. Thank you, back of beyond. Gumara.
Well,
Chris M. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's not how my boyfriend Tony said it, but we'll go with that. So
right.
I'm the bottom. So I'm your bottom.
Yeah, that's my girl. That's the one that's the one you're sleeping with. The rest of them you're selling. But the bottom bitch, that's your girl. Like in the parlance of the pimping, yeah.
Do I want to be your
I have no brains.
Bitch?
Don't start giving me credit for brains. Y'all have free steaks. You know what? I just feel pimpy when I put this on. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you are pimpy. It's pimpy.
Yeah.
big pimpin'.
It makes me look wide, which is really crazy because I don't need to look wider. But look, do I not look wide?
You look very wide. It's almost it's kind of intimidating. It's a little bit too much. Do I look really wide? I hope not. That's not a look I
No,
want
you
to go
don't.
for. Huh. Yeah. Isn't that crazy, you guys? I cannot believe it. Those shoulders,
have
I
one?
know. Tommy,
That's how she buttons like that.
where? At the top?
There's like three
Mine
metal
too.
hooks on the way down.
Yeah, there's a hook
Yeah.
right here. I hooked mine.
Where's
Oh
Danny?
yeah. Oh. Heather in the library, we have the same taste. Hopkins, Soprano. Yeah, I had a raging crush on James Gandolfini. Tony Soprano. Why do you think I've watched it so many times? I cannot get enough of The Sopranos. He is
No, it's hot up here on a pimp.
the only thing is I just get mad because I always wanted to be Carmela Soprano. Like I want to be his main B, but I want to be wife.
Right.
I don't want to just be your side chick. I got to be the wife. You know how I get.
Love-
I'm kind of weird.
Love Maddie says, why does Tommy have this? Why wouldn't I? I mean, is it odd that I have a full length box coat?
Yeah, he should
Don't
have.
all 210 pounds, 6'2" tall guys own a fur coat?
What do you think
thought
he
this
goes
was
out on
Jay
dates?
Ruggiero.
then? That's what he dates.
Right?
That's what he
Yeah,
goes out
big
on.
pimping. That's when I start the rings come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
gotta
do need
cover
some
the,
rings. He doesn't. Joe Virus says you look like a rock star. What about me, Joe? What am I?
Why, thank
Why'd
you,
leave me
Joe.
out?
Why, thank you.
Yeah,
or a boxer. Boxers always seem to wear this when they're leaving.
That's kind of hot.
leaving the
That
ring.
is hot.
Blake's back. You pulled out the fur, like his
Love you,
radar went off.
He needs a cane too. I think that would be kind of pimping.
I
But
have
yeah,
a cane.
I
I
don't
have a
wanna
cane. I
be-
don't have platform shoes though.
I do.
Gold chain. I
When-
think I have one here.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, I definitely got a gold chain here somewhere.
I have hair in my throat.
You realize that there are 4 or
This
5
thing
really
sheds.
funny things I could say right now, and I'm not going to because I'm better than that. I'm not going for low hanging fruit.
Oh, I think I get it.
Yeah, well, that's always a shocker because normally, let's be honest,
See,
I have to
Yes.
explain. Really, I remember saying something similar to that once and having her literally freak out.
what are you talking
Tommy,
about? I would never
that's-
freak out over that.
That's not true. I said something about you as a trophy wife, and you did the
No
yeah, me,
way.
trophy wife. That's what you.
What? I don't even know what a
Okay.
trophy wife is, but the two words sound great together. Why wouldn't I want that?
Well, that's a
always
good
wanted
question, but I
I don't
very
get-
distinctly remember saying, "Well, maybe you're a trophy wife," and you were like, "No,
You can't. Jeff told me.
Arm
I asked
candy.
Jeff. I asked him once, and he said I can't be one because I'm too short, and they have big, huge boobs, and they look like the ladies on those reality shows. And he said you can't be a trophy wife because you don't look like one.
So he went out to get a woman that wasn't a trophy wife. What the hell
I
is
guess so.
Jesse's deal? The guy's a tool. I'm sorry. I mean, why would you say that out loud, even if it was the truth? You know what I mean? No, Reese is the trophy. Brisby tells. Good call.
I just always thought it
I'm
sounded
sorry,
like
you're
a
not-
fun thing to be.
You're not pulling in a lot of points for old Jerome here. I'll be honest with you. You're not.
I like to. I'm high maintenance. I like to shop. I like tasty snacks. Does that make up a trophy wife?
Oh no, I think all of those are good. No, a trophy
I don't
wife is
really know
what you
what
put
one
on
is.
your arm when you've got a bunch of cash and you want your friends to just look at the girl on your arm and go, "Damn," right? That's a trophy wife.
Yeah, I get why
You
said that.
married her.
No
You
one would
married
ever
her.
look at me and think that.
You married her to wave her around like a watch or a ring or something like that.
Oh, okay,
You
yeah,
know what I
that's
mean?
why he said that. He's correct.
Oh, look at
Don't
Blake,
like that.
man. You
Yeah,
know what,
no problem.
Blake? Blake, you're gonna make
I
it.
love.
You're gonna go far in this world, Blake. I have high hopes for you, bro. You're going to make it
Yeah, I
far into
love
arm
Blake.
candy. There you go. See, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, but why is Huxley's school calling?
Oh no, that doesn't scare
Huxley,
you. See, when I get a call from, if I
why
get a
is the
call
school
from,
calling? He said, I don't know, answer it.
don't lie, Hux. What'd you do?
Yeah.
It's all good.
Do the right thing, son. Tell the truth. Blinky Slinky, you are too opinionated and to be seen and not heard. So I guess
You know what?
I
If
guess
I have a
that's
trophy
why.
wife, I want her to be opinionated. You know what I mean?
I guess I
want
don't
my,
understand what a trophy wife is, but it always sounded like something I'd like to strive to be because I am high maintenance. I like being taken care of. I don't mind admitting to that.
okay, well, you're off to a good start.
I said this the other day.
Electric Boogaloo.
I don't even like to drive. I'll be like, Jeff, can you run me over here? I need to go this way. I don't even like to drive.
I like to drive.
I like to be taken around.
You like to be driven.
I do like to be driven. Yeah. All
Giggity.
over, up and down, hardcore.
To Pound Town.
That too. But now that makes sense why I couldn't be a trophy wife. I get why he said that. It doesn't add up. I'm not tall enough for one. But trophy wives, I think, are very thin and they have fake boobs.
There are movie shows.
Thank you, Sweeney Todd.
Listen
That's
to
very kind.
Here's the thing. No offense, but you're all missing it. The definition of a trophy wife would have to be defined by the guy that paid for the trophy, right? So if one guy's idea of what a trophy is, if all of his friends think that the definition of a really hot wife is one whose backside can't get into a normal automobile, right? Then that's what that person is probably going to have for their trophy wife. If he believes that, so thin that they look like they haven't eaten in 6 months is what's hot, then chances are that's what will be his version of a trophy wife. But it's going to be a rich dude's wife, and he picked that person because he wants his friends to say, wow, look. So they're not all going to fit one size, because the person who is, if it's my trophy, it's going to be obviously different than the next guy's trophy. It's subjective.
So it's subjective. It's subjective. Okay. Yes. So it's subjective. So it doesn't fit one.
Lenny said it. Yeah. No, yeah, there's no such thing as Downtown by Petula Clark. That's what I was singing. Thank you. Uh-oh, did you see that? Fun fact. What? Downtown by Petula Clark was the #1 song January 10th, 1968. How do I know that? That's my birthday.
Oh, how cool, Rain. That's awesome.
And Chaotic Beach says, trophy wife. Definition, a young, attractive woman married to an older, rich man. She's a symbol of his social position. And sadly, in my experience, the trophy wife is usually very, very attractive. And usually the husband looks like a wallet, right? Looks like it's been a long time and maybe rode hard and put away wet. And more often than not, would not have a trophy if it were not for money. That usually seems to be the, you know what I mean? But I don't know. People can fall in love, right? A rich guy could still have a young wife and not just fall in love with her because she's young and hot, right? Those things do happen. Is it me? It's not me, is it? It's me.
What?
ICU says, I have a trophy husband. See that? Peace Lady says, I think Anna Nicole Smith. Probably not such a bad call, right? Anna Nicole was definitely a trophy, right? But
Tommy's birthday is not in a week. His birthday is 5 days before mine.
Which Tommy? Because no, my birthday is not January 6th. My birthday's in July. Everybody in my family's birthday is in July.
That's
so
crazy.
I was I didn't know this YouTube thing was going to happen. You know what I mean? So I was in there the whole time behind bars working out to be a trophy husband. Like I was trying to get, everything put into place so that I could come out and, if all else didn't fail, I was going to be able to, go get a job working as a personal trainer or something, and then ride off into the sunset as a trophy husband to some woman that just divorced her Jerome. And
See, I don't want a trophy husband. I definitely want to. I like it the other way around.
I'm
I'm
screwed.
kind
There
of
goes. We were doing great, but now I'm done.
yeah. I'm high maintenance
It's
and
all right.
delicate. I like to be taken care of. I don't mind admitting that. Marilyn, hi,
Yeah, I think
babe.
that's good.
I mean, it's probably not a good thing, but you know, that makes me think of something today. Tommy, do you have another minute?
I have a minute.
My I probably shouldn't have this conversation. Let me check something real
Oh, this is when it gets good. Nobody leave. It is on and cracking. It's about to get good.
Let's just double check. Let me just see here. Yeah, probably shouldn't yet. Okay. My therapist today, are you listening?
Every word. I'm trying to find a
Okay.
nude photo at the same time. Keep going. But
My therapist today, we were talking about like guys, it's not that big of a deal. You don't have to be on pins and needles here. It's just I was talking about protection and like what I need at this point in my life and what I'm learning about myself on YouTube. And do you guys remember yes, I might be Love Maddie. Do you guys remember the story about Fred that I told last night? Just really, really fast. I had never been with a man who did this before, never. And I still haven't. Okay. I still have never experienced this again. But it was the best feeling into having a mate for me. Not all women are going to feel this way. But I went to a Christmas party a few years ago with Fred, and it was in his best friend's big mansion of a house on a lake. And this guy had been friends with Fred for probably 40 years. The guy didn't like me, and I felt that vibe right off the bat. And I didn't really care because he wasn't directly rude to me, but I felt the vibe. He was real unfriendly and kind of cold, whatever. We go to this house, we go to the basement. He's mixing drinks and doing all this in his bar in the basement. And we had just gotten married like not that long ago. And we go to this party, and Fred goes, "Hey, Wayne." And the guy was like, "Hey." And he was just real standoffish. And he goes, "Did you hear we got married?" And he goes, "Yeah, I did." That was his response. And Fred said something. He said, "Well, then," he said, "say hello to my wife and show her the respect she deserves." And I was like, oh my God, I'd never seen him act that way. And it was his friend, very close friend. I was a little bit embarrassed. I didn't know how to react to that. And the guy was like, yeah, congratulations. He was still a dick. Well, Fred did not like that. And about 10 minutes went by, and Fred always held me like really close to him. Everybody who knew us always says that, even to this day. They were like, "Man, that guy didn't let go of you." And I loved that, by the way. I'm real touchy anyway. Fred, this is kind of long. So Fred, in about 10 minutes, Tommy, he's holding on to me anyway, but he goes like this to me, like kind of pulled me in tight, and he said, "We're leaving." And I was like, "We don't have to leave. It's fine. Like, it's fine. I don't care." And he said, "No, we're leaving." He was so pissed. And we got to the front door. We went up the stairs, and I said, "Babe, it's okay." I said, "They're your friends." And he growled and he said, "I'll get new friends." And I was like, I was saying this in therapy today. I usually can't tell this story without crying, but I've said it enough now that I'm okay. I told my therapist today, I have never, ever in my life had anybody choose me like that. I've never had that. Like, me before anybody else, it's never gone that way. And it still hasn't. That's the only time that's ever happened to me. And my therapist said, "Did your dad ever choose you like that?" And I said, "No, I can't even remember a time my dad touched me. He didn't even say I love you." And he said, "Was there ever a time that he chose you or stood up for you like that?" And I said, "No." And I just thought that was really fascinating. And I realize now, because I'm kind of reflecting on what I need going into this new year, kind of going as a non-Scientologist, following my path. It's different. I need that. I tried to think of the time that I was the most happy. That was it.
I'm astounded that that's the only time that's ever happened to you in your life. Bummer. I'm sorry, but that really is a bummer. I mean, that should happen
Well, it doesn't,
Should happen
and
a
that's
lot.
okay.
Well, it is okay. It is okay. Once again, it's that revolving Jamie's a douchebag loop that we just seem to
Well,
pop back on.
so that's interesting,
Terribly
and
sorry.
I don't want to go too much where I'm going to get in trouble here. But I went to lunch today with Jeff, and I brought that up.
Oh,
He
good.
said, "Well, he said how was therapy?" And I brought it up, and I've had
Where did you eat?
experiences. We went to a barbecue place. I didn't hardly eat
Oh,
any
nice.
of it, but it was good. I've had experiences at this point, and I brought this up. I went to a party once with Jeff. Do you have time to listen to this?
Every word of it. I'm just
I went
sweating a
to
little
a
bit.
I went to a Christmas party once with Jeff. Okay. This isn't really, I don't hold this against Jeff, but this is what happened at the party. All of his friends were there, and this guy was there, and his wife was with him, and she was pregnant at the time. Jeff introduced me to the guy, and I was super dressed up. It was black tie. And Jeff turned his back to talk to a different person, and this guy grabbed me so hard on my ass, and his wife was like really close by, and I remember freezing. I was like, and he like put his lips like on my ear, and he said, "That is the sexiest dress in the room." And I was like, I seriously, it felt like assault. Like I didn't know what to do. I was frozen. I was like, okay, his pregnant wife's in front of me. Like this is all so wrong. Like red flags, bells and whistles going off. And I told Jeff about it. This is a close friend of Jeff's. And I told him. And his response was, he said, "Well, I didn't see it." And I was like, what does that mean? I'm not telling the truth? Like, what does that mean? Of course, Jeff's going to be very upset that I just shared this, guys. I'm sharing this because of the story I just shared with Fred. And I had the guts today during lunch to bring that up. And I said to him, I said, it's weird because I need this, Jeff. I said, this is something I really need. And I know this now. I need you to be more friend like that. I need it. And he said, and he just kept eating. He didn't really say anything. And I was like, do I let this slide, or do I voice what I want to say, what I really want to say? And I gave it like a minute of silence, and I said, I got to say it. I just have to say it. I can't hold things in. And I told him the Fred story, and then I went back and told him that story. And I said, that really doesn't work for me anymore. I know what I need out of you, and it reflects on you. I'm not mad at your friend. I'm mad at you. I'm not married to your friend. I need this from you. And you know what he said? I don't have an answer for you.
Well, that
And I
was
was
pretty
like,
honest, wasn't it?
it was. And, and I said, that's okay. I'm not even angry. But I said, just being a married couple, I have to communicate with you what I'm thinking. And this is what I'm thinking. And I said, this is a problem for me. It's a problem. And that was it. And I don't know why I went there with you. I don't remember why this came up, but it was, I think, because I was going to talk about therapy today, guys. I always talk about it, but Tommy happens to be here and he doesn't mind. But that was something that I'm working through. Guys, don't get mad. I didn't do this to throw Jeff under the bus. I really didn't. It's something that it's not about Jeff. It's about me. I'm finding out about me. I need that. I need that feeling of, and if he can't offer it, do I offer it to myself? How do I get that feeling?
I don't think you're going to have a hard time finding someone that wants to provide that feeling. That's my humble opinion. I don't think you're going to have a difficult time finding that person. But I want to, truthfully, maybe I run in really, really different circles, but I've never met a dude that would have put up with that. I don't know that guy. Like, I've never met that guy. The people that I know, I promise you, you wouldn't have wanted me there any more than you would have wanted him there, right? I would have hurt that dude. I promise you. I'd have grabbed him by his head and I would have started banging his face against the wall. That's what I would have done. I'd have got him by his hair and I just would have started doing this number on the wall, because that's not cool. First of all, even if you're not married, right? If he wasn't married and I wasn't married or whatever, that's bad friggin' form one way or the other. You don't grab someone's ass. Like, it's just not what you do. But the fact that there's marriage involved, I'd have hurt that dude. You wouldn't have wanted me around, I promise you.
And I'm not
For real. You
necessarily
might have been
saying I
better
needed
off with
that
Jimmy.
either.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this story so that it's not even about hurting the person. I think it was handled so well that night with Fred. I said, but they're your friends. He said, I'll get new friends. Like, it was not acceptable to him. And he never talked to him again. it was not.
You know what?
acceptable for
Dustin's
him.
comments awful, but I swear to God, it's the first place my head went.
Who?
You know, Dustin Cleveland. That was the first
that?
place my head went, to be really honest with you. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me that, you know, I don't know how you don't lose your mind. I don't know how you don't lose your mind. For real. Like my girl tells me that. For instance, my first wife would have told me that when we got back to the house, right? Because she watched me take a few people apart. So I would have we would have got back home. She would have said, didn't want to tell you while we were there, but this happened. You might want to deal with this. And usually she did that because if I had a couple of beers or if I'd been doing some dope or whatever, that's sleazy crap, man. It's just sleazy crap. It really is. It's just, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to disrespect your man either, but I don't get it. Right. That's, I'm not a fan either. Mousy, just keeping it real, or Emily rather. I'm not a fan. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. That one I really struggle with. Doesn't make any sense to me unless he digs it. There are people out there that dig that stuff, right? I've met them. They're freaks, but they're out there. You know?
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's what somebody just said. Jeff is passive and he's very confident. He just doesn't. I asked him, I think I did, and I remember now. I said, why? He said, just so you know, he said, I have said something to some of those people because there was more than one that did that to me. And I said, you have? And he said, yeah, I've taken care of it. And I said, but they're still your friends. I just saw them. You talk to them all the time. Like, I don't understand. What did you do to take care of it? I don't know I don't know. I just, it's not about Jeff. I don't know how else to voice this. It's about me. It takes me down a notch in the situation I'm in. It makes my self-esteem go down. And I don't know where to go from there. And it can't be changed. It can't be fixed. Yes, he's a Mason. Yes. House of Scott, he's a Mason. Yes. This was a Masonic thing I was at. The only time anybody's ever grabbed me or done anything weird, it was always a Mason. And it's happened several times. He told them to stop. That's not enough. I don't know what he told them. I know that the same person with the wife who was pregnant, who grabbed me, like 2 years after that, I went to a funeral and he did the same thing. I was in line in a funeral and he came up and he grabbed me really hard and he just held on to me. And I was like, oh my God, like, why is this okay? Why is he doing this? It's really creepy when a guy does that, by the way. Like, it's objectifying.
And you know what? To all of the people that think I'm an animal when I say things like I would have busted that dude's face against the wall. The fact that it happened again and the fact that it happened at a funeral, people don't understand nice. People like that don't understand nice. They understand their face smacking a wall a couple of times. And if it's my girl, I'm sorry, call me a caveman, dislike me, do whatever you do. But if that were my girl, that dude would be bleeding. It's just foul. It's about that far away from an arrestable offense. No, you should have. This is a disgusting culture that we live in. It really is. And this is something that is done so often that it's a subject, right? It shouldn't be a subject, but this is such an accepted part of society that it is a subject, and it's just jacked. It really is. I wouldn't allow it to happen. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. And I'm a violent piece of crap. I am. That's who I am. It is what it is. But I would not let a guy do that to a woman. I wouldn't let him do it to a woman that wasn't mine. It wasn't my girl, but I sure wouldn't let him do it to someone that I cared about. I would have been really, really angry about that. I promise you.
Yeah, I don't.
I wish I was running these.
What?
Nothing. I just see lots of good comments.
Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up, you guys. I think I just brought it up because it was something that I left therapy with today and it stuck with me. And then I had the guts to bring it up at lunch today. It's not that I was afraid to, I just kind of knew where we were going to stand. And it went exactly the way I knew it would go. And that wasn't enough of an answer for me for him to go. He said, I don't really have an answer for you. And I said, okay, it's infuriating. But anyway, that's what I left therapy with today. And my therapist said, he goes, it's extremely important to feel that safety, and know that your mate chooses you. And he was like, that's very important that you have that. And he said, you haven't had that feeling with, I said, no, Fred is the first time that ever happened to me. And it was the most overwhelming, just like emotional feeling for me, for someone to go, oh, hell no, girl. Like, no, you're up here, they're down there. I've never
I love it.
experienced that. It was so nice.
I absolutely love it. By the way, you know who I just saw?
Hmm.
I just saw the the land. Oh, my brain is gone. Mermaid, the land mermaid. I got a lovely email from the land mermaid who said
What is that?
it's someone in your comments section that said in the email that I got that they don't comment much, but watching you and I on the last one made them want to comment, and I thought that was pretty damn cool. So good to see you. Sorry.
I don't know that person. That's weird. I don't recognize that name.
Well, that's because they do not talk. Like they said, they're
a lurker.
They don't comment. They're a lurker. But the show we did on New Year's Eve was, I got a lot of emails about that show. A lot. People really dug that show.
I like that. Well, people like us together, Tommy. It's important you speak your mind. You maintain the standards Fred shared with you. Yes. And I don't. And I think that's, I battle with that internally. I'm at war with myself about that. And I blame myself. I think I allowed this. It's not the other way around. You guys, that's another thing. That's an interesting thing. I said that in therapy today, and my therapist agreed with me. I said, Jeff is the way he is. And I knew that. And then I went into that going, we need to change this. And he was like, I'm not changing anything. I mean, he said that to me. He was like, nothing's changing, girl. That's my fault. That's why I blame myself. That's my fault. That's my fault. That has nothing to do with Jeff. Jeff is who he is. He wasn't being somebody else. I'm going to get in big fucking trouble. Let's change the subject or sign off, one or the other.
Let's change the subject.
Well, you're usually only stay for an hour anyway. Yes, Robin Miners. Yes. And that's what's the beauty of this to me. There's so much that I am so different now from a year ago. Everything has changed for me. Now I'm the same. I haven't changed who I am. My thoughts, all of that's the same. I just think it's like enhanced. I feel more safe to say whatever I'm thinking. I feel more comfortable showing you who I am. I was always that way in Scientology, but I got in trouble for it all the time. So that's maybe the difference. And it feels really good, but I also get burned for it. And so that's,
Yeah.
I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble.
No, you're not. No, you're
I don't
not.
know anything about the Masons, guys. Masons Masonic thing is, it's a male only organization. So it's not that I'm saying I don't know and I really know. I don't know. It's culty to me for sure. It's culty to me, but I don't know a lot about it. Because I shared too much, Shelley. I get in trouble for sharing too much.
Sweeney Todd, what a nice thing to say. That is a very nice thing to say. Yes,
he
it's
totally
a secret
is.
society thing.
We all do. We all feel safe with Tommy. Tommy doesn't
that's such a nice thing to
F
say.
around. He's nothing but safety net. That's his middle name. Yeah. Anyway. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to twist that into it.
You're good.
So dark.
Is it dark? So here's the thing, people. I was planning on coming on here and just doing the entire show wearing nothing but my my fur coat with no shirt on because I had kind of promised that. But Reese told me she would throw me off the air and yell at me if I did it. So you have to take this up with Reese. None of that smuttiness on my channel. That's what she said. She said there will be no smuttiness on my channel.
That's right. I'll just talk about the ins and outs of my period.
See, that's really where you.
You're welcome to take your shirt off. I changed my mind. Go ahead.
Well, you're so funny. You're so funny. Don't
Please.
you have that? Don't you have that picture? Go ahead and put it up. I sent you a picture, didn't I?
Nope. No, you didn't.
Boxers. I don't remember saying anything about boxers. Did I say something about boxers? Nothing smutty about it, Tommy. What does the shirt say? It says, "Where's Danny?"
Is that supposed to be as in
Masterson?
Okay, that's what I
wore
thought.
this. I wore this the day of the sentencing.
Oh, you did?
And pooping. Don't forget pooping. Says
Yeah.
Anik
Talking
Alexander.
about pooping, turding, blowing it up, Taco Bell twice.
Hippie chick. That doesn't sound like something I would do. I think you may be mistaken. It happens. I'm not mad at you from time to time.
Yeah, he can't. No, he can't. But you can, Tommy. Like I said, you're right. I said no to the shirt coming off, but I changed my mind. If you want to. No, I don't have a TikTok, Mara. I don't. Have
I don't
a
do.
TikTok.
I don't do TikTok either.
Do you want to show us your guns?
My guns?
Oh,
Not showing anybody any guns. I heard boxers too. See, that's how it starts. You give them an inch, they want a foot. You give them a foot, they want 2 feet. You give them a rope, they want to be a cowboy. So here's what we're going to do. I have a show that I'm going to be doing in about 2 hours. So I'm going to wrap this up and I'm going to see that. Natalie Swanson says, "No, Tommy, keep your shirt on." See that?
no. She said no. People are saying take it off. Okay, so you're gonna sign off. I'm gonna read my super chats and then don't go far away, okay?
Okay. I wouldn't dream of it.
Okay.
What did Lisa Marie say? Well,
I need
that's
to talk to
silly.
you about something. I need to talk to you about something.
This is a cat in a basket.
I have so much hair on my face from this stupid coat. Okay, we'll talk to you later.
It's not a stupid coat. You will absolutely talk to me later. See you, everybody.
Keep your phone by you.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, I got to do it like this. Yeah.
Okay, you take care. He is adorable, by the way, and I hope we didn't make him uncomfortable. Guys, I am uncomfortable now. I probably shouldn't have shared that, and let's all pretend that didn't happen. Let's just pretend that did not happen. I'm going to read some super chats, so I can't see your chats, except what? Yeah, he is amazing. Shelly, I don't feel good, girl. I took it too far. I'm going to get in trouble. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble. This is my problem. It's like The Neighbor, guys. I probably should just be single because I would do better on my YouTube channel because then I could just say whatever I want and not have to worry about it. Because I am married to someone who is very, very private, and I'm the opposite of that. Okay, good, Ken Cole. You heard nothing? Can't put the genie back in the bottle. That's what Jeff says to me a lot. You opened Pandora's box. Good for you. The fact you get oh yeah, no. Can you go back and edit? Probably not. And you know what? I kind of am of the mindset like that day Aaron called me and said, this just happened. I kind of feel the same way right now. If this is what happens, this is what happens, You just got to take the punishment. Yeah, just my period cup. That's all I talked about. As far as anybody knows, period cup. Edit the live. I'm not editing shit. Sorry. I'll take getting in trouble. We'll just say it was a different Jeff. What lipstick are you wearing? Ooh, I'm glad you asked. So this is also one from Sephora. This is like my favorite color. Look, it's like a very bright pinky berry. What is it called? I don't think they have names, which I think is so weird. God, I don't have L07. They're numbers. It's L07 and it's a shiny lipstick. It's not the matte. I shouldn't need permission to talk about what I want. I kind of feel like I need permission when it entails somebody else. Oh, I have a knot in my stomach now. What's Blake saying? You told the story because you're too afraid of the confrontation, and that's not normal for a couple. You need to come to him with everything and he needs to participate. Yeah, I get it. That's just not us though. That's just not, Blake, we're in too deep. It's not going to be any different. It's okay. True, not that Helen. That's true. But I am going to get all kinds of shitty emails, I'm sure, of people going, Jeff is a great guy. You're awful. And that's okay too. I'm ready for it. I'm prepared for it all, really. This shirt, I'm pretty sure, Traveling Bee, I got at Target like years ago. Remember when they had Who, What, Where? I think this is Who, What, Where. And they made the cutest stuff. I'd run to Target to get like laundry soap, and then I would see that. I was like, yes. Yeah, it could be subconscious. You like how I did my name? Thank you, Jeans, all day long. Jeff is aware you share everything. He is. And you know what? I mean, honestly, I don't even know why I brought that up with Tommy. Other than therapy day, I always share stuff with you guys. And that's what I took away from therapy today. That's all. While you guys are in here, will you make sure you're subscribed? I'm getting people unsubscribed a lot. I haven't gained any subscribers. I'm losing. I did talk to Jeff about it today. I had the wherewithal to do that, and I did it, and that's okay. I said what I wanted to say. That's true, Nico. Your channel is about about your experience, and that's what you shared. You need to show up for you. Why did you do nothing? Look within and ask yourself, why I do not love myself enough to tolerate something like this? You are projecting it onto someone. Okay. Hey, thanks for subscribing, babe. Appreciate that, Chris. That's true. Now that is gold. That is true. I'm not going to feel bad. I don't care. I'm going to double down. Don't worry. Guys, I can hold my own, but at first I get a little nervous and then I have to face the music, and that's okay. Blinky, your channel is about healing and the process in that. God, that's a fact, isn't it? Tommy is amazing. Yeah, he's a trained listener. Yeah. It's ridiculous. You guys get unsubscribed all the time. Okay, let me read some of these super chats, and then I am going to hop off. Okay, I think it's here. Celebration time, loving life, love you, Reese. Oh yeah, I read that one. Thank you, Faye. Lisa Trimble. By the way, my doctor approved half-dose Tylenol, half-dose Motrin, or Advil for headaches. You clearly had a bad one. God, it was bad. You know, I take once a week prescription vitamin D, and sometimes I take it every Monday, and sometimes I get really bad headaches on Mondays, and I wonder if it's because I'm depleted and I need to take that damn thing. I don't know, but I woke up Tuesday just fine after I took it. But thank you, Lisa. Elisa, again, all my comments are from watching replays. That's okay. I know what you're talking about. House of Scott, poop training with Reese and Tommy. Sign me up. Oh my God. I love that Tommy's willing to go there with me. Carrie B, courtesy flush when in public. I get that, girl. Thank you for your super chat and letting us know. This is why we love you. Poopy talk is in our daily circle of friends. You better believe it, Joe Virus, and you better not be going anywhere either. Blinky Slinky, men love women with confidence. Media tears us down. We are our own worst critics. God, that's true, isn't it? Thank you for your super chat, babe. Chaotic Bleach, come on the cruise with us and bring the polar bear coats. You can be. I saw that cruise. I kind of want to do it. It's in September of next year, and I kind of want to do it, although I hate cruises. I want to do a resort, guys. Abigail asks, according to Google, definition of trophy wife, a young, attractive woman who is the wife of a rich and successful older person and acts as a symbol of the person's social position. I'm not against that, actually, Abigail. Thank you. Fu Jean, thank you so much for your super sticker, friend. Chaotic Bleach, your body is your own. Stand your ground. If that were so easy, but yes, I'll try. Blake Reed, next time, remember to sing. Solar plexus, instep, nose, groin, miscongeniality, Blake. I knew it. I knew it well. Joe Virus, you blaming yourself is Prancy toes. You blaming yourself is liontology stuck in your head. Being a Mason, Jeff has to do their two. Take care of this. Yeah. Hi. Oh, it's a well punky. Mommy needs to go make your DNs. Did you know that you were really dainty too? I don't know if you knew. Yeah, totally, Joe. And thank you again, my friend, for super chatting me. Tracy, take a self-defense class. You will have fun. I would like to do that. Guys, thank you for those super chats. Sorry I got behind on them. Yeah, the freeze response is common. What's not common is for an assault to occur, and because your husband didn't see it, he does say He does and says nothing. I would not tolerate that. It was pretty shocking at first, but now that I've been with Jeff for years, guys, and I'm not really throwing, again, that's his style. I knew that. That's something I entered into knowingly. I'm not sitting here going, well, I didn't know and poor me. No, I knew. That's his style. That's all right. All guys are different, right? I mean, it's not what I would prefer, but here we are, right? Damn, girl. I've resubscribed 5 times. How are your outdoor pets? Oh, they're amazing. They're amazing. I saw Wiley last night, actually. He's doing good. I got to feed him. I have a whole bunch of raw meat that went bad from Whole Foods. I got to throw that out tonight. That's true. It's a good chat and it does help other women. We got to stick together. That's true. I just don't want anybody going, you're a horrible wife. You threw your husband under the bus. I get these private messages from people going, if my husband went on and said that, I would divorce him, blah, blah, blah. You know what? That may be the case in your home, but I have a YouTube channel that I do for a living now. So we kind of go anywhere and everywhere. So before anybody says, if that was my spouse, remember who you're talking to. I talk about my vagina all hours of the day and my taint and ass. So I showed a picture in my underwear yesterday. So before you go off saying, I would never do that, remember who I am. Just remember. Joe, damn, boy. Sorry, lots of typos. I meant as a Mason, there are steps he needed to take to get anything done. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Damn, that coat really sheds. Thank you, Sweeney Todd. Love you too. Yeah, next time, you don't need a Jeff. You don't need a Tommy, really. I mean, it helps. Trust me, it's nice. But really, just next time, I need to do something about it. If that happens to me again, I need to do something. You're grabbing my body without asking, without permission. And next time, I should just do something. I don't know what that would be, but something. Go nuts. I don't know. Yeah, Jeff is adorable. Okay, good. Thank you. I love you, Brian. Thank you. Yes, I know. And I love Tommy too. I love talking to Tommy. I can't get enough of Tommy. I'm addicted to Tommy. He knows it too. I'm crazy about him. Yell really loud. That's a good point too, Shelly. Okay. Oh, yeah. I wonder if Jeff would have been upset if you had gone nuts on his friend. Yes, for sure. I'm sure. And I don't care about that. I should have done that. I should have just said really loudly, don't grab my ass, because his pregnant wife was a few feet away. What a worthless piece of shit, by the way. Like, I can't think with men who do such a thing. That is the most disrespectful thing. Like, don't get married. I can't even, I'll just go off. I can't stand it. I hate men like that. I can't even look at them. I can't make eye contact with low human beings. It's not just men, but oftentimes in my experience, it's been men. And I hate it. I hate it more than anything. It disgusts me. Men who are so disrespectful when they're in a relationship with a woman and they behave that way. I just think you should be thrown screaming from a helicopter, but that's just me. Neither here nor there. Castrated with fishing knives, what have you, Reese, just finding you live and reading some interesting stuff from before. Love you and here for you getting these real topics worked out, whatever that looks. Thank you, Susie. You're right, guys. I'm already feeling more confidence as I get ready to end this. It is real experiences. It's real topics. And to be honest, we should be talking about this stuff because somebody in this 720 people is relating to what we're talking about. And hopefully it's helping them heal a little bit. So I actually don't feel bad about it. And I'm doubling down. So that's okay. I'm willing to take the heat. Oh, I can't imagine how his wife feels. See, I would do time. I would be committing murder. I couldn't do it. I can't stand men like that. They make me so sick. Now, on the opposite side of things, I love men who love their wives, like who are dedicated to their wives. They don't flirt with other women. They don't do that. They're just totally loyal. That just like makes my heart warm. But I hate men who do that. I think it's disgusting. I just can't stand it. I can't stand it. They have more than one kid. Now they have 2 kids. Love it. Why I never would rely on someone else financially wise. Yep, that's kind of where I'm at. Think what the wife goes through. What is she enduring at home? I know their situation very well. I know these people very well. He travels all the time, and she's just at home, and they're super, super, super wealthy. And I don't think she gives a holy shit because she's just swiping his credit card all day. And, that's how some people live their lives. That's how they cope in their marriage is like, okay, well, if you want to screw around or be this way, I'll just spend your money. I'm not that girl. It's not worth it to me. I want to be in love. I don't want to be with some dude where I have to turn the other way and he's just like out there having himself a good time. Nope, not worth any dollar amount to me. Chrissy Newton, next time anyone touches you, whisper next time, wait to hear my scream. Hands off. Yeah, Chrissy. I hope it doesn't happen to me again. Thank you for your super chat. She's a trophy wife. There you go. Yes. Terry Ray, this topic was meant for me. Thank you, Reese. Yes, Terry, you're welcome. See, I already feel better because even though it's uncomfortable, we go there on this channel sometimes. And some people don't like it. Some people don't like it when I'm not funny or emotional, but sometimes you got to talk about the hard stuff. And we do that. And it's real life stuff, and relationships have problems. Every single one does. But I'm learning about what I'm willing to tolerate, what I'm not. And thank you, Brisby Tales. Reese, you are building yourself a community and self-sufficiency. Thank you. Yes, this is where healing begins. We got to go there sometimes. I'm not going to do this every day because I don't like serious and I don't like sad. I like to mix it, weave it, put it all together and laugh a little, cry a little. That's cool. But yeah, it's a weird place for me. Does Jeff grab my butt? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's about respect. That's right, Miss Sassafras. That's right. And you know what? I felt weird about telling the neighbor story and I don't anymore. And you want to know why? Because I came to fucking grips with that. Excuse my cussing. I really try not to cuss, but when I get upset, I cuss. I came to grips with that a couple of days ago and I supported myself there. And I thought, she came to me. She started that whole mess. She came to me attacking. You better believe you're going to get your ass blasted on YouTube because that was an experience I had. Maybe next time, don't treat people that way. Maybe don't have bad behavior and I won't put you on YouTube. And you're lucky I don't name your ass. And the guy that did that to me is lucky that I'm not naming him because he's pretty well known. He's pretty well known in Kansas City and outside of Kansas City. And if things change and that things get worse, I will name him. Next time, step on his foot while he's distracted, hit him in his feet. Self-defense move I learned from my uncle. He's a black belt. Yeah, do something like that, babe. Love you, Marilyn. Thank you for your super chat. Or pick up the nearest glass of beer or bottle and whack his ass over the head. Sandy McKenna, I can relate, Reese. Whenever I share something with my husband, he finds uncomfortable. He leaves the room. Yeah, it's not cool. It's not how a marriage should be. I'll tell you that right now. I know exactly what I like in a marriage and my mate. That is not how things should go. You shouldn't have a husband that walks out of the room. But unfortunately, all of us do. Some of us do is what I mean. Some of us have that and it's a shame. And it's our choice if we want to choose it and live with it or not. And that's where I'm at. Lisa, good Lord, girl. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. I love you. Thank you for your super sticker. Tammy, keep being you, Reese. It's better talking about it rather than keeping it all in. You've been silenced long enough. Your thoughts and feelings help others. That wins for the night. Thank you. Yeah. I'm not going to be quiet. It's hard for me to be quiet. I'm pretty damn loud about stuff. And again, that's why I didn't make a very good Scientologist and got smacked over the head with a fax machine. But hey, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm going to go. Thank you for listening. I sure love you guys. I don't know what gosh dang day it is because of these holidays. Since that guy is well known, I would embarrass him by loudly saying, "Stop grabbing my ass, you creep." Well, I might still, and I might do it on YouTube for the damn world to see. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to go. It's Wednesday. Thank you, Abigail. I will be on tomorrow. I don't know, Sharon Paris, because Jeff is very he believes that he's right. He believes that he is right in his decision making, and he stands by it, and he digs his heels in. He doesn't reflect on things and go, I could have done that different, or I'm sorry, that's not how you like how I handled it. We don't have those conversations. It is, well, I did what I did and I stand by what I did. So you need to live with that and see the light, girl. That's my life. That's okay. He's just very certain in where he stands. That's okay. You're welcome. Thank you for being transparent with us. We love your honesty. Yes, I am very open with you guys, and I love you. This was your first live? Where? Who said that? Bye, Reese. This was my first live with your channel. I see you. I love that. And I hope that you decide to stay. I hope I didn't scare you off. I do that to people. I always say I'm not for everybody, but give it a few lives before you go ICU. You know, some days we're going to laugh. Some days we cry. Some days we get kind of pissed. And some days we talk to Tommy and we feel better when we talk to him every time. So that's that. I love you guys. I'm going to go. Here comes Fred. I really do love you guys. And I'll be on tomorrow. Jeff would probably go to therapy. I'm sure he would. Yeah. Okay. Here comes Fred. Love you guys. And I'll see you Thursday tomorrow.